Hello and welcome to this week's Power and Partnership. I am here with Kim McWilliams with EVSC. Kim, can you tell us just a little bit about what you do with EVSC?
Yeah, here at EVSC, we are at the Center for Family and School Community Partnerships. So with that, our number one focus are students in the center and how can we impact and help support the outcomes of academics. Lots of things go into that, not one thing. So here at our center, we focus on the whole child, as well as working with their mental health supports, their families, our community partners. How do we bring everyone together to really uplift and impact the students' academic careers?
So you're in a very unique position with EVSC. What are some of the things that you have seen as a result of being a Promise Neighborhood partner?
Yeah, one of the greatest things I've seen is just the influx of the relationships and the trust that go along with those relationships. I think it's brought, we've always had great community partners and organizations within Evansville, and in particular working with EVSC schools and our communities, but it's raised it even more so and strengthened the connections amongst them, even as they communicate together, but also in isolation at the 6 individual schools that are impacted most directly by the EPN grant.
With summer school this summer, I know that there's been some changes from what it looked like in previous years. Can you talk to us a little bit about where did that vision come from and kind of what sparked that revamp of the summer experience for kids?
Yeah, first, our summer school has always been about academics. How do we not have that summer slide? How do we increase the academics and not go backwards from what some of the students have learned? So over the years, we've had different models. If you go before COVID, we had an AM model only where we focused on academics, and then our Evansville Parks came in and kind of did a parks afternoon. After COVID, we had full day summer school where EVSC was working with students and families full day, providing a breakfast, a lunch, transportation to and from. And then our community partners would also come in the afternoon and do some work with our students as well. This year, as you mentioned, we did change it up a little bit and went back to the AM model with EVSC staff focusing on academics, and then the PM transition both at the brick and mortar of our schools, but also at some of the brick and mortars at some of our community partner organizations, and providing transportation to those organizations after the breakfast and lunch has been provided. In addition, a snack as well. So the kids are fully taken care of. We think, we know the nutrition value of feeding the brain is important and feeding the body. So this year, like we talked about, the focus has still remained academics at the center of what we do. And then the PM is how do we enrich what was taught earlier in the day by our community partners. And we had great meetings with that. Going back to your first question of how do we increase the trust and relationships, our community partners ask us, how can we help support the academics of the students after school and when we have them, in particular this summer. So we met with our curriculum team, provided different resources to them that they might be able to use so they know in the lesson what book they might have read during the day or what math problem they may have been working on, and then they can wrap around those same supports in the afternoon with those students in a relaxed setting, because we know, our brains can only take so much and we need a time to relax it a little bit. But once they get full, so they're still teaching learning and they're still teaching all the STEAM activities, just in a different way, and also building upon what was taught earlier in the day.